Hey guys, so today we have a new device to explore. This one is Poco X7 Pro. You can say a true flagship killer and reincarnation of Poco F1. So if you remember Poco F1, that destroyed the market of flagship devices because it was so cheap with really good processor. This one is kind of similar device, and today we're going to explore this device. Although I have already unboxed the device and I do have box here, let me show you what we are getting with the device. So the variant I have here is actually 1256 GB variant. I paid 8,500 baht for this device, and in Indian rupee about 20,000. So for the price, you can't go wrong with this device actually. So what we are getting with this device actually, we are getting a few documents here with a case. By the way, the case is pretty good actually. It's got soft touch feeling to it. I really like this case over transparent case. This one fit perfectly and it looks good. And we are getting few documents here. So, and few things like the 90-watt charger, as you can see, GAN charger and the cable. So these things we are getting here. The only thing missing here is actually a earphone, but it's complete actually. And let's talk about the device. So I have been using this device few days now. It is working perfectly fine. It's really good device for the price I have paid. By the way, the display here is actually a 6.67-inch AMOLED panel. It can go up to 120 hertz, and as you can see here, the display is not fully symmetrical. You can see a little chin area here. This display can go up to 120 hertz and also can get down to 30 hertz, but because of lack of optimization from Xiaomi, as you can see here, it is stuck to 120 hertz, or sometimes it goes to 60 hertz. And few other things I have to show you, like if I go to screen section here. So as you can see here, the display does support Dolby Vision, HDR10, HLD and HDR10 plus. And as you can see here, this one is a 1.5K display. It can go to 30 hertz, 60 hertz, 90 hertz and 120 hertz. But Xiaomi did not really optimize the UI for this display. When you check the AOD, so it can go down to 30 hertz. As you can see here on the UI, it does not really go down to 30 hertz. You can see 60 hertz sometime, but not really 30 hertz. So that is, I think, lack of optimization. And one thing is that AOD section. So you are not getting full flash AOD here. So let me show you that too. Always on display. So as you can see here, it will show you up to 10 seconds, which is not really a deal breaker for me because I don't use AOD. But there are people who use AOD regularly. Maybe in future update, Xiaomi will allow you to fully unlock the feature. Maybe it is a limitation from the processor. So could be that actually. So this device got a pretty powerful processor, Dimensity 8400 Ultra, which is a little bit better than Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. So that processor here is actually really good, and it can handle everything pretty well. Gaming, whatever you do, the processor can handle everything pretty well. Also, the storage you are getting here is actually UFS 4.0. That's also pretty good. By the way, as you can see here, the design, it looks pretty much similar to a iPhone 16, but I don't really like the camera module here. It's too big actually. The main camera sensor here is Sony's Lightyear 600 or IMX 882, and the secondary sensor is 8 megapixel ultra wide camera sensor, and this one is actually from SmartSense. I never heard of this brand actually. And the front facing camera here is actually a 20 megapixel omnivision sensor. So as you can see here, the main sensor is IMX 882 50 megapixel, and the front facing camera 20 megapixel omnivision, and the secondary sensor, which is ultra wide sensor, it is from SmartSense. Let me show you the camera options from here. By the way, the camera works perfectly fine. I haven't faced any issues here. So as you can see here, we do have few options here and few beautification filters and everything. If you swipe here, we have more option. We got 50 megapixel panorama, slow motion, dual video, time lapse, long exposure, director mode and edit. And you can shoot in HEIF format, so that's good actually. And image stabilization is available. You can shoot in HDR10. So these are the functions available. So we can shoot up to 4K 60 FPS as you can see here. But when we turn on the shoot steady, it will go down to 1080p 30 FPS. So if you want stable video recording, then it will shoot up to 1080p 30 FPS. It can't go more than that, and it will crop the video too, as this device got OIS. So 4K 60 FPS video going to be pretty stable. And in the pro mode, as you can see here, we can record our video in pro mode too. So we do have all the options to control our camera sensor. Even when we shoot in ultra wide mode, still we do have all the options available here. Obviously the focus is not there because ultra wide sensor does not have any kind of autofocus. For the main sensor, as you can see here, all options are available. You can play with the focus and everything, and it's pretty good for those who are looking for a device to record videos and everything. So pretty decent. I will not talk about picture quality and anything like that because there are tons of videos available right now in terms of those things. By the way, there are few AI feature here, pretty much similar to Samsung devices. So there is option called AI service. So as you can see here, we have notes, gallery, recorder, AI subtitle, and AI interpreter. So these are the things are there actually, and they are pretty good actually. That works pretty well. But one thing which missing here is that circle to search. So there is no circle to search available, but you can install an app called circle to search and you can put it here. As you can see here, circle to search, then you can use it. So it works pretty well in that way. But I don't really know why Xiaomi is not including circle to search on their UI. Maybe in future, but I really like circle to search feature. It's pretty useful actually. As this device is a global variant, we are getting 6000 mAh silicon carbon battery. But one thing which is really good about this device is that we are getting few features here. If you go to battery section, battery protection. So as you can see here, we can check our battery health now, just like an iPhone, and cycle count, and when you first charge the device, so those things, and also battery protection, which will stop charging after 80% if you want that. And one more feature available is that charging option. You can charge the device in standard mode, or you can go to top speed if you want 90-watt charging. Usually I don't use fast charger for my devices. I usually charge at 10-watt only. As you know, if you use fast charger, your device will heat up and the battery will degrade. So that's why I don't usually fast charge my device. Only occasionally, if I really need to charge my device in few minutes, then I use a fast charger. Usually I don't use. So these are the features which are really good about this device. And few other things, like if you check more option, so we are getting link to Windows. Previously, link to Windows does not allow you to control whole device from here. But now if you use link to Windows, you can control whole device from your PC. You can use application just like Samsung devices. So that's pretty cool and pretty useful. And another thing is that interconnectivity section. So if you have another Xiaomi device or Xiaomi tablet, you can use home screen plus, apps, clipboard, and call sync, all those things pretty much similar to an iPhone. These are pretty cool feature if you have a tablet or Xiaomi laptop. These are cool feature because I do have a Xiaomi tablet, Mi Pad 6, and I can use my whole device from that device. So this is pretty cool feature. They are pretty useful. Um, Beside that, actually, the device is running on, as you can see here, HyperOS 2.0, and it is pretty smooth. I haven't faced any kind of issue here. The animations and everything pretty smooth. One thing which you have to do if you buy this device, you have to uninstall many useless application from this device, and also you have to disable notification from many application, because there are few applications neither you can uninstall them nor you can disable them. So if I check meeting, so as you can see here, I don't really have any kind of disable option or uninstall option. We can uninstall the update. That's it. So there are few applications you have to uninstall, but UI is actually, after disabling the all kinds of notification, it's pretty clean. I haven't seen any kind of ads coming from the application, so that's pretty good for this kind of device. And few things I haven't mentioned, like it also got IR blaster and also stereo speakers, which sounds really good. The speaker quality is pretty decent for the price. It will get the job done. And the display, actually, as I talk about, display looks pretty good. You can't really complain about the display, although there is lack of optimization from Xiaomi, but you can't go wrong with the display. And other things, like it also IP68 waterproof. You don't really need to worry about water splash or anything like that. So it will handle those things well. And this is a pretty solid device. You can check the durability test of this device, although this one is fully plastic build device, but pretty solid device, and I will bring a full review of the device as I am using this device for 2-3 days now. Basically, the device is pretty good for the price. I don't really know how much it's going in other countries, but for the price I got this device $250 for 12 256 GB variant. I think it's pretty decent price. So that's all about it. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you on the next one.